What's up, guys? It's your boy Cody Bauer back, and today I've got you some Road to Glory gameplay. Today we're going to be working on some Road to Glory. This is the first time I played Road to Glory since my last video on it, and we're going to be working on it. So I'm going to continue C. Ballard here. And if you guys remember, I love doing these Road to Glory. This is so much fun. Like, you know, I've always looked at these games as a competition, and being able to just kick back, relax with you guys, have some fun, is kind of refreshing, and it's something that I need to be doing weekly, and that's why I bring you these series weekly. Now that I'm back from Canada, I can definitely start. So the last thing that I want to show you real quick, my college choices here. So I'm almost to Texas, but I got an offer from Texas Tech, Baylor, Indiana, Texas State, and I think I even got one from Louisville. I'm really wanting to go to Texas, though. As you guys know, that's my favorite thing, or my favorite college. But here we go. We're going to play our fourth game. I think, let me pull up my YouTube channel real quick. I'm pretty sure that I have all my criteria, or excuse me, my videos up here. Let me look while it's loading up. But how have you guys been doing? Let me know in the comments section. I really appreciated all the stuff that you guys have been doing lately on the YouTube channel without me. Now that I'm back from Canada, it's going to be a lot easier. Canada was, again, like I said before, it's an awesome experience, but it's awesome to get back into it. So but yeah, last time I left off, I think I had a pretty good game. I've had a couple back-to-back pretty good games. Let's see if I can get a good one here. If you guys don't remember, I made myself like 7 feet tall and 415 pounds, even because I'm not that in real life, but I always wanted to be that big. It's so funny, but I think it's funny. I don't know, you guys may not. But anyway, that's what we're doing, so you can like it or not, but I'm 7 feet tall. If you guys like me being super massive, let me know. If you guys would rather me be like a 5'5" and 112, let me know as well. But I like being this freaking big beast. I feel like it's a fantasy, so I can be however big I want to be, you know? But anyway, here we go. We're going to get into this. I like about these games is they're a little bit easier to do, a little funner to play. And I love running the ball, and I actually played running back when I was playing the football, so it's just a natural. I've always loved the position. Look at that big number 4 there, cranking it in there. Look at that. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this Road to Glory stuff. Road to Glory is a great game mode as far as tips go, as far as what you should do. If you're a running back, what I've found out so far is the speed rating is not as valuable as the acceleration rating. I know that for a fact. So you want to spend some points on acceleration. And then my favorite move to do is either juke move or trucking. Based off of what type of player you are. If you're a bigger back, you want trucking. Smaller back, I would say definitely want to go with agility, so you can shake tacklers like that. You see, I tried to do it there, but I actually ended up getting the trucking animation. Please excuse my controller. I don't know. It's a little stupid sometimes. All right, here we go. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been finding out as far as Road to Glory goes. Also, you want to as far as getting a lot of points, you want to make sure you're doing your assignments. So if it tells you to block, you want to block. If it tells you to run an in route, you want to run an in route. You know, sometimes I deviate, and I noticed that was one of my worst things came in. I actually tried to dive into the end zone there, but I epically failed. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with Road to Glory. It's been an awesome experience so far. This is like week 4 when Madden 25, and I do want to talk a little bit about what I presented some ideas and some brainstorming in my previous Ultimate Team video, and now I want to present you guys more of a hard copy of my actual plans and stuff like that for Madden 25. I kind of got it all together today. I didn't get it all written, but I did get it kind of together, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of an... Man, the stupid controller. See, this is like the biggest crap. Anyway, I did get a little bit of it together. I got some ideas, a little bit more of a schedule type of deal, something that it will look like. I've got Scheme of the Weeks coming for all teams, so you'll be able to have a free scheme out of every playbook. You will definitely be able to access a free defensive ebook and a free offensive ebook day one of Madden launch. You'll also be able, this channel is going to provide you with weekly tips on how to throw certain passing routes, or this route beats man, this route beats zone, stuff like that to just improve your overall game. Also, this channel is going to provide you with gameplay so that you can see how I play. It's also going to provide you with gameplay to see how other people will play the game, how other people like to play, their reads, and we may even bring them on for some dual commentary sessions with them, talking about their gameplay, how they like to play the game, and some things that they can leave you with as far as maybe some stuff that I don't always do, but stuff they find that's effective for them. Hopefully it'll provide you with another avenue and learn how to play the game even more. So that's the goal, and hopefully we can do that. Also, one thing I want to do is something I actually started a couple weeks ago, is This Week in the NFL. And what This Week in the NFL is basically it's basically like a little show I do. And all it is it's me talking about the NFL, what's going on, what transactions are happening, who would I pick this week, who would I pick that week, what are the trades, what are the free agency looking like, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm also going to have what I like to call Sim Week, or a Sim episode, Sim series, and basically what it's going to be is it's going to be something from the actual NFL. So, for example, like a Tampa 2 defense, or a West Coast passing offense, or a run and shoot, or something like that. You're going to get one of those from me, probably one a month, or maybe even one a week if I can fit it in. It may be just one of my special episodes that I do sparingly every now and then, but I feel like that's a really cool series that I would like to do. I love the actual game of the NFL a lot more than I like the Madden game, and so it's a huge passion of mine. I would like to pursue a little bit more, see a little bit more of you guys become very well educated NFL players as well as Madden players, because I know that I still have some learning to do, and so this is going to be a great opportunity for both of us to learn about the game and become better fans on Sundays, and maybe even apply it to our Madden game and see how we can be a little bit better overall. So I'm pretty excited about that aspect of the channel to add in. Also, one of the other things I would like to do is top five series. Basically, what it's going to be is it's going to be a lot of top 5 lists. I feel like they're the best things that I can use to teach you guys easiest. And what I mean by that is, it seems like you guys get the point in those top 5 videos. Like one of my videos, top 5 tips to improve overnight in NCAA 14. I got a lot of good feedback on that video. It seemed like you guys understood what I was trying to say a little bit more than in some of my other videos that I've done in the past. Some of the other titles may be misleading, I don't know, but it seemed like that worked out better. So I'm going to really use that in this next season. Top 5 players, top 5 underrated players, top 5 off-season decisions, stuff like that, to easier digest the material that I'm trying to present to you guys. I think it's going to be a good idea. We'll see how it goes, but it will be something that is regular, probably once a week. We'll get some kind of top 5 video from me about the game in and of itself. As far as when to check for videos on my YouTube channel, I kind of addressed that before. I would check for a video in the morning and a video in the afternoon. So at lunchtime, your lunch break, you got your computer. You can be able to easily pull it up on YouTube, or maybe throughout your day you want to listen to something I've been talking about. Obviously, you can be easy to do that because I'll have a video up. Usually, I'm going to try to upload around maybe 10 o'clock in the morning and 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That way, it kind of gives you guys a chance to be able to see what I've been doing throughout your day, and it gives you some content that maybe you can use to become better on a daily basis, and I think that's very important. I want to see how effective you guys grow as players this year, so I'm pretty excited to see what all we can do. Stay up. Oh, my dude didn't stay up. See, why would you call a draw on 3rd and 5? Idiot. But anyway, that's kind of the idea with the channel. As far as another thing that I wanted to start doing is fantasy stuff, like fantasy football, fantasy guides, because I'm pretty decent at fantasy. I won my league last year. It's pretty cool, and I feel like I have some knowledge that I can share. If you guys like fantasy, I don't know about you guys, I'm a huge fantasy dude. I actually am so good that my friends won't play with me, so I have to hook up on the family. I have to use my family, who has never played the game before, and this year I'm going to try to get in the league with them. But yeah, fantasy, I'm pretty good at fantasy stuff. I'm usually pretty good on predictions, at least with the NFL, because I can look at the matchups and kind of see who's going to be good this week, who's not. So I'm gonna be pretty excited to bring you guys maybe a fantasy couple fantasy videos, like maybe my fantasy picks for week 7, or top 5 sleepers in fantasy, or something like that, something along those lines, where I just talk about the fantasy aspect or the fantasy game that is really ran roughshod through guys who are fans of the NFL or fans of Madden or fans of whatever, fans of football. Enjoy the fantasy aspect. I think it's a cool little feature. It lets us track, and it gives us more of an opportunity to identify with players on a weekly basis. So I love it. I love the aspect of it, and I can't wait to get started with you guys this year and bring you guys some tips on how to maybe improve your fantasy. And if you don't like them, you don't have to watch them. It's not a big deal. It's probably not going to be one of my more popular series, but it is something that I want to give to you guys. I want to give you more footage, more content to better your game. I feel like if I give you guys more good content, you guys will definitely be better players overall. So I cannot wait to try that out. Also, some of the other things that I'm going to be doing is interviews. This is kind of a surprise. I think it as a surprise. But to me today, I introduced the interview concept to a couple of my buddies. I'm not going to tell you who they are because that would spoil the video. But basically what's going to happen is I'm going to get on the mic with these guys. We're going to call them on Skype, and we're going to record it through a little software thing called CallGraph. And basically, it's going to be me and them, and I'm going to interview them. I'm going to be like, hey, how did you get into Madden? How did you get into NCAA? How did you start playing in tournaments? What is your tips to improve in the game? That type of stuff that you guys don't see in just a standard commentary from me. And we're going to get some really good players in here. I think you guys are going to be really excited to see who I got lined up on the list. I will give you a little tidbit piece of information. Everybody that's going to be on these interviews are competitive Madden players who have been involved in the game for a couple years now, and players who really are a threat every year to win the actual Madden challenge. And I think you guys are really going to appreciate it. I think it's going to help you guys out. I know it's going to help me out, being able to get in their head and kind of just ask them how do they play the game, how do they break the game down, what do they see, and just adapt it to your game. And that way we can all become better through these people. I think it's going to be a great opportunity, and I'm really excited about it. So that wraps up the little business part of the video that I really wanted to talk about. Now let's just talk about Road to Glory. Basically, Road to Glory is an awesome game mode. I don't know if you guys have played Road to Glory. I know I used to play it all the time, and then I got away from it last year because I was super competitive with the game and wanted to be the best player. So all I did was sit in practice mode or online games or whatever, trying to get better, trying to learn different plays. And this year it's really been refreshing to go back to Road to Glory once a week with you guys and just kind of play the game for fun. And that's what it's meant to be. You know, sometimes I get wrapped up in the competitive aspect of this game and I always have to win. Where in reality, guys, you know, some of you guys, and some of you guys know this already, the game's about fun. And if you're not having fun with the game, you know, it's going to become like a job to you. And it's going to be like, I have to play this game. Like, that's how I was a long time with Call of Duty, and I just like, you know, now I only play it maybe once a month because I just didn't have fun with it. It was like if I wasn't getting 500 kills, I wasn't having fun. But, you know, going back to it a couple weeks ago, I was like, yeah, this game's fun now. That's how Road to Glory has been for me. And I think it's important to have something like this once a week. If you guys are intense gamers in the game, definitely want to be using Road to Glory or franchise mode. And there will certainly be tips and content coming for that. Don't expect me to just neglect you guys who enjoy the franchise mode or Road to Glory. I have a lot of stuff lined up for that as well. So don't feel like, you know, all I do is give out tips and compete. You know, there will certainly be content for franchise mode, connected careers mode, ultimate team, all of that. I'm going to cover it all. I love it all. I'm a freak about this game, guys. I really am. I love the game, and I can't wait to share it with you. I cannot wait to share what I find and then hear from you guys what you guys find. Because, you know, the coolest part about YouTube and the coolest part about the YouTube section, in my opinion, is the comment section where I get to interact with you guys, where I get to hear what you guys have to say, what you guys have to bring to the table. It's awesome. Some of you guys are freaking smart as crap. And, you know, some of you guys should be teaching me sometimes. I feel like, you know, you guys have great content, great feedback. I love hearing from you guys. I love seeing a guy like Security Brains or a guy like Jay Mar or, you know, let me think off the top of my head. Some of the guys that are frequent commenters or emailers, if you will. And I don't even know. There's so many. I can't even remember all you guys' names. But then, like when I get the email, like I know who you are. But it's like one of those things. Is he going for this? No, he's punting. Okay. I was gonna say I thought he was going for that, but yeah, it's just awesome to get to interact with you guys, to get to hear you guys say how much I suck. It's actually kind of cool because it brings you back down to earth. Sometimes I get a big head and think I'm the best player of all time, and then you're like, "Oh, you suck. I'll blow you out," and I'm like, "Yeah, you probably will." But you know, it is. It's cool. It's interaction. It's what I love. I love talking about Madden, and I know it's weird, but hey, you know, I'm sure you guys love doing something that's weird. So that's just kind of what I have to say on that subject. Check this out. This is a sweep, and it actually works this year. Check this out if he ever snaps the ball. Yes, look at this. Look at the blocking I got. See how they just blew that up? Like the only thing that really can prevent the sweep from breaking is the safeties. So that's actually something that it's like a little tip that I didn't even plan on giving, but. If you guys aren't running out of if you run out of like power eye or even like strong eye twins or something, the halfback sweep is really effective. Now don't run it down a strong close. At a strong close, it's not as good this year. It actually hasn't been as good for the last 2 years. A lot of people still used it last year and really kind of hurt their running game. The strong close is a formation where you want to be running counters and dives and zone runs. But a situation like this, I form big, or whatever this freaking formation's called, Maryland I. Man, it's really effective. I mean, sweeps this year, I think they're one of the best runs in the game. Here we go. You're going to see another example. You see, they set the edge, and that pulling guard gets out there, and it's really freaking effective, at least from what I've seen. Also, here's a quick tip in NCAA Road to Glory. If you guys like running the run you're running, you can just hit the no huddle button, and they'll automatically no huddle it. And also, if you saw earlier, I flipped the play. All you have to do, you see, I can run the sweep all game if I want, or all drive. And that's cool because I keep getting touches, I keep getting points. So that's something, if you guys are looking to kind of, be a really good Road to Glory, have a really high score or whatever. You see how that guard got out there? Man, that's beautiful blocking. But if you're looking to have a really high score, make sure to use the you just hold down triangle and you run the same play. They won't audible it, they won't hot route it, you control it. So that's kind of cool. And also, if you want to flip the play, just use the playmaker button and it automatically will flip the play. So like right there, I flicked the right stick to the right and I playmakered it to the right there. And you saw me do it earlier. It didn't actually work out good that time. So I should have ran it left. I just wanted to kind of set that up and show you what I was talking about when you can flip the play. So basically, like you say here, you would run the sweep to the wide side of the field because it gives you a lot of room. And then finally, I'm not going to get in. Daggone it. I actually lost yards there. Probably should have. Down on the goal line, I don't know. Sweeps aren't always the best. But a situation like what you saw earlier, you see how I got outside and was able to just freaking burst it, man. That's one of the things, man. The sweeps this year, I feel like, are very underrated. I think they're one of the most underrated runs in the game this year. So that's what I have to say about that. Also, I think the best run in the game, if you guys are asking, I don't know how many of you guys care, if you guys even care what I have to say about this, but the best run in the game by far is the inside zone. Inside zone run is phenomenal, especially from the shotgun doubles. If you're running shotgun doubles, if you're not running inside zone, it's your quick run audible, or like if you're using custom and you don't have the inside zone in your book, you are really limiting your offense to mainly just passing. The inside zone is phenomenal because you get that double team on the center, on the defensive tackle, and it's really, really good for gashing defenses for quick gains. It's very difficult to blow up the inside zone. I'll be quite honest. It's one of the most difficult runs, in my opinion, to stop for 1 or 2 yards. You're usually going to get 1 or 2 yards every time, unless they're in an all-out, sell-out run defense. Did my dude just jump? Like, I didn't tell my dude to jump. That's weird. But yeah, that's just kind of some stuff that I've noticed with Ultimate Team is you can run the same play every time on offense if you want to. And I know that's kind of cheesy, so some of you, I won't do it anymore in this video unless I really, really want to run the same run again. But yeah, if you want to rank up really fast, I would recommend hitting that no huddle button every time they call a play that's designed to go to you, whether you be a quarterback or receiver or whatever, and you freaking running the ball like 400 times a game. And if you are good with running the ball, then you're going to get a lot of points because you're going to get a lot of yards. So that's just kind of my theory on that. Hopefully I get another play. Nope. Man, that stupid receiver, that cornerback's an idiot. Give your boy number 4 there another play. My dude's like, look at them. Look at how big my man is. He just busting people. That's why I don't know if it helps you in terms of like how big your dude is. But man, it feels good. Like it feels good to be 7 feet tall. Like, I feel like I'm on roids my dude on this game is anyway. Like I put all my muscle features on like maximum, and like all my fat features on like minimum. So like I'm all muscle. I look like The Rock out there, man. I mean, I don't know. Like I get enjoyment out of that. I don't know. I think it's cool. You guys may like, oh, you're cheesing the game, and there's people like you who make this game garbage or whatever. I don't really identify with you then. It's fine. Oh, I just caused a fumble. Your boy. Go. I'm going to knock someone. Oh, I got knocked on my butt. Dang it. I was going to knock someone else out, and I ended up getting laid out. Look at that. Crank it up. Oh, man. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. And that's kind of what I've been doing in Road to Glory. Nothing really super complicated. They fumbled a kickoff or something. But nothing really super complicated. I haven't found out a whole lot as far as you know, outside of you just play the sticking game and you rank up. I mean, I don't know. Why did you... Okay, I was going to say, if he pitched me that ball, he's an idiot. But, yeah, I mean, you just rank up. It's a fun game mode. There's not a whole lot of strategy to it outside of what I told you earlier. You know, you're not trying to compete against everybody. You're just trying to, you know, play the game mode, have a good time. I mean, just leave it at that. So, that's why I love Road to Glory. I have fun with the game. That's why I made a 7-foot dude that's 415 pounds, because I thought it was funny. I don't know. You guys may not have thought it was funny, but it's the way I like to play the game. So, I'm going to play the game like this. I don't know. And obviously here, I'm never going to give the ball to the other dude. Like, why would I ever do that? The L2, though, see, I could read that guy. Oh, look at that. Oh, let me get in there. So, real quick, that's also something else. I don't know if it's a new feature or not, because I didn't play last year. But if you hit L2, it slows down the game. So, basically, it takes the game from maximum speed to, like, minimum speed. And so, it's very easy to read. So like here, you look at this. If I hold L2, it's reaction time. And watch what happens. It's going to slow everything down. See how everything moves slowly? And see, I can just come in. So that's just something else. I don't know if you guys know about that. Also, one thing is also true. One thing I found out that is best for defense, like if you're the defensive end, like that's what I put on my dude. I'm the defensive end, I think. If you if you flick the right stick down like 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he eventually gets off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It seems like it's always at 5. I don't know. That's just something I've noticed as I've been kind of progressing through this game mode. Not a whole lot of deep stuff. I understand that, but yeah, man, we're crushing this, guys. Also, one of the things I've also thought about is like running the ball back to the 1 yard line. Man, I keep unplugging this stupid controller. Running the ball back to like the 1 yard line, so I get more touches, or just not catching it. So like, see here, I'm not gonna catch it. And then I'm just going to let it run. And just not get a safety. Look at that. And so you get more yards. That's like something small. Those are small things that you can do. But it's, you know, it's really effective. Here I'm probably going to know-huddle this run every time just so I can go over 300 yards. So I'm sorry for those of you who don't like that kind of game style. But that's what we're going to do. See, I'm just going to know how to, because this is, Power O is probably, pound for pound, out of a I-formation type of run, I think Power O is a very effective run. I love the running game. Like, the runs work the way they're supposed to freaking work this year. You see that guard actually gets out there and makes a block. Like, in Madden 13, he wouldn't even be existent on the play. Or even NCAA 13, he wouldn't be existent on the play at all. He'd just be like, he'd pull, but he would block nobody. And that's what I love about this game. That's one of the things they got right this year, as I keep unplugging my controller, and I don't even know I'm doing it. But that's one of the things I really like about the game this year is, man, they do exactly what they say they're going to do. As far as, oh, look at that. Oh, stay up, big fella. Come on. But, you saw it right there. That the linemen do what they say they're going to do. It's really a great addition. I love that. However, I do think it can be abused because it's very difficult to stop the run this year. I've got some stuff I'm working on that I will release to you guys soon. But I haven't found like that shut down run defense for like negative yards outside of CB dog zone. Man, I haven't really found anything that's that good. Man, I forgot to no-huddle that run. Luckily, we got the lead dive. I think the lead dive is really good, too. Like, everything. The only runs I don't like this year are, like, the shotgun counter runs. Like, I feel like they get blown up more than any other run. For some reason. I don't know why. But read option and tosses, counters, power O's, HB dive. I mean, they are good runs. They're good plays. And it's like offense is on roids this year, even more so than previous years, because not only can you run the ball very effectively now, the slants are like so freaking easy to use. I mean, I don't know what they could do to really fix that though, because I mean, slants beat man. That's what they're designed to do. So how could they make a game? And this is something that I've thought a lot about. I want you guys to tell me in the comments below what you guys think. How could EA Sports, how could they make a game where there's nothing overpowered? What would your criteria be? How would you guys go about doing it? Like, for example, how could you make a game where the defense actually had a chance at really competing with the offense? What do you guys think? I mean, it seems like defense this year is all about adjustments, just like last year. And it's very difficult to adjust. It's very difficult to stop quick slants. Quick slants are my number one thing that I try to take away in the beginning, because I know that if I don't, my opponent's going to freaking use them all game. Or what about comeback routes? Comeback routes are very easy to user catch. You guys hopefully saw the video that I put out on user catching the comeback routes. Very, very easy to do. How would you guys go about making a game where that stuff wasn't so easy to do? How would you guys do it? Let me know in the comments below. I appreciate your feedback, and it's always good to hear from you guys. But that's something that I've certainly been looking at hardcore. Is, you know, we complain about EA Sports making bad games, making stuff that's overpowered, but in reality, what would we do differently? Like, man, I think it may have had, yeah, I was trying to go over 300 yards there. If you guys didn't pick up on that, because I said it like 3 times. I got close, 290. Yeah, I might be able to get it on the next drive. But yeah, I mean, how would you guys go about doing it? I feel like that's something we always complain about, but like, we never really offer any suggestions to fix the problem. And sometimes we do. Sometimes some of you guys do offer suggestions. I'm not trying to bust on you guys. I'm just saying, I'm giving you guys an opportunity to give me feedback. I'm giving you guys an opportunity to give the game feedback. You know, I don't know what I could do about it. I may be able to talk to some people who can talk to some people who can talk to EA Sports, but you know, that's kind of where we're at, and I want to know what you guys are willing to do if they actually listen to you. What would you do if, say, okay, so some people have said adaptive AI is the way to go, but if you do that as a defense, you could literally just call cover 3 or something. But I don't know, because like a guy like, I think Zan touched on it as well. If you do adaptive AI, the biggest thing that I would be worried about is what happens if eventually, like, people will figure it out. So like, say you throw a slant 3 times and then the adaptive AI kicks in and they'll jump inside automatically no matter what. Well, what if the opponent knew that the adaptive AI was kicking in, and so he throws an out route instead of a slant? Now you're all mad because he's throwing out routes on you. At what point do you start making adjustments? Now, I honestly think they need to make shading coverage a little bit more effective. For example, that's what I would do. I would go through and I would make the game basically where if you wanted to stop slants and that was the one thing you wanted to take away in a 2-man under type of deal, then you could do that. I feel like this year, you really have to sell out to stop slants. Like, you have to put spies on the field. You have to put your defensive linemen in zones. I mean, I feel like you really do. You really have to kind of sell out to stop quick slants. But what if maybe they made the shade coverage a little more effective? So something like this, where you shaded him inside, yeah, he could throw out routes, but he couldn't throw slants. Like, I feel like that's something that it could be very plausible to do, but I don't know if they'll do it or not. I don't know. I don't know the coding. I know that's a big issue why we get the same stuff every year is because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to make all these new rosters. Call of Duty can make improvements because all Call of Duty has is the same soldier for everything. Whereas Madden, you got different players coming in every year. They gotta have, like, man, I don't know how many players on average do you guys think they have to add into the game every year, along with the players that they have to take out of the game? Just a little question for you, just a little something to get you thinking as about how much work people like Donnie Moore do. We bust him all the time. I bust him all the time. A lot of people do. But the reality is, man, this man's doing the best with what he has. Has he made mistakes? Yeah, he probably has. But haven't you? I mean, that's like the whole mindset I feel like we struggle with as a Madden community. I don't know if you guys are the same as me, but I know that I sometimes struggle with it. I get ticked at EA when I'm calling Power O against a quarter normal and they just lock it up. I get frustrated with that, and I know you guys do too. But like, what would you do differently? What is I mean, honestly, you really think the quarter 3 deep doesn't sometimes stop the run in real life? I don't know. I feel like sometimes it might, sometimes it won't. But there's like trade-offs, and I feel like we as players have to be willing to live with the trade-offs to everything that they do. They make the pass rush better. Well, what if they make the pass rush better? It basically makes blitzing non-existent. So then it becomes this game of, oh, I'm only going to blitz 2 guys, and they're all going to come in. Like, they're going to come in 2 seconds. At what point do we stop complaining about the game and start dealing with the game? That I don't know. Like, I feel like I said, the shade coverage, I think, is the best way they could fix the offensive juggernaut that is the NCAA football. Because what happens is you shade coverage in on a slant, and it'll lock the slant, but it won't lock the out route. Like, you give up something to get something, obviously, but you don't have to sell yourself short, because like you could run 2 men under or something. You could certainly do that. That's kind of the concept that I am pushing with some guys. I've talked to a couple of guys that I know that are a little bit connected to the game. They may not be all the way connected, but they're a little bit, and maybe they can tell them maybe they'll do something, maybe they won't. It's all we can do is give advice. All we can do is ask questions and try to make the game the best we can do. If at the end of the day, guys, though, we don't make the game, we buy the game. So again, be careful with what you ask for. Be careful with how you treat the people who make the game. Because if you call somebody out and you just call them a jerk and you just straight up slur their name all over the internet and talk about how much you hate them, are they going to do what you want them to do? No, probably not. But if you kindly, politely ask for them and you're respectful and you understand that they have a lot of hard work to do and that a lot goes into making these games, then maybe they'll listen. Maybe they'll get something out of what you're saying. But it's a lot more likely that they're going to listen to you if you say it like that versus saying it like what I said earlier. So be careful in how you word stuff, and I feel like it goes beyond the game, but it is a big problem with the game because we don't have any immediate consequences, and I think that's the big problem. We don't have any immediate consequences to calling somebody out. They're not going to punch us in the face virtually, okay? But when you get in the setting where you're around maybe your buddies at a bar or a buddies at a club or whatever, you say something that ticks somebody off, and they'll go off at you. Some people will. And yeah, maybe it's not right, maybe they should not do it, but at the end of the day, you egged it on. So in my opinion, you kind of get what you ask for when you continue to be just an idiot to people. So be careful. That's my advice tip for the day, I guess. Be careful with how you say stuff. Be careful with how you come off. It really will go a long way with what you're trying to actually get. I've noticed that a lot in my life, not just in Madden, not just in gaming, but also in the real world. 50 carries. Oh, man, I'm really abusing this game. But, yeah, I feel like you guys want to see that, though, because why would you want to watch my Road to Glory running back block it, So, I don't know. But we really haven't needed to pass the ball if you guys didn't notice the score of the game. So, our team, I guess Odessa's a good team. I don't know. But I'm almost at 500 yards, man. If I get another possession, I might be able to get to 500. This is a little bit, this is a nice, easy way to really maximize your potential in Road to Glory, I feel like, but then, of course, some people won't have fun with this because, it's all this work, and you're turning it into more of a competition. I understand that. Obviously, play the game how you want. This is how I like to play. I like to be the best at everything that I do. So that's what I'm going to do, and I like this. And but definitely in the next game, I will try to lay off of the no huddle, same play every time. I will certainly try to do that for you guys. I know that sometimes I get a little bit ahead of myself, but anyways, guys, this has been a Road to Glory gameplay. Some of the things I talked about in this gameplay didn't actually have to do with the actual gameplay itself, but it did have to do with some stuff. I think you guys definitely got a lot out of this video. If you didn't get a lot out of this video, make sure you leave it in the comments below. Tell me some stuff I can work on. Tell me some stuff that you didn't like that I said in this video. Maybe I'll be able to adjust it for the next one. Maybe I won't. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you guys think about what I had to say in this commentary, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As far as anything else goes, leave it in the comments below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video.